Hello and welcome to another Mailwright Workshop. I'm Adam Brown, co-founder and co-host with the one and only
Jonathan Denwood.
Jonathan Denwood. It's been a while, right? So we're excited to be back and just share more real estate tech tips, marketing tips. And if you are looking to get more quality marketing leads, you're in the right place because we're going to unlock some secrets, some tools, some tips and tricks for you today. And it's going to be well worth your time. Plus, it's going to be short and sweet. So you ready to get into this, Jonathan?
I certainly am, Adam.
Anything you want to add just before we jump into that first?
Well, it's just some of these tools, they're just freaking amazing. And what you can do in video to really make it easier with the cost of some of this stuff's really free, and they have pro versions, but you can do a ton of stuff in the free version. And some of the tools are more advanced, some are quite easy to use. There's really no excuse for not knocking out more video if you're a real estate agent in 2024, Adam.
Yep. And this is my jam. We're talking video. I love this subject. It is such a great, effective way to storytell and let your clients be the heroes instead of you always be the hero. So, all right, let's jump into the first one. Or what are some of the critical things that agents need to know about using video effectively in order to generate these quality leads in 2024?
Well, I think number one is you've got a fantastic camera on your phone. Most agents use iPhone. If you're using a 13, 14, 15, I think the 16 is coming up. Any of those phones, almost all of them have really amazing cameras on them. It's really easy to set up your iPhone on a Mac, set up your iPhone as a webcam. There's some.
That's what I'm doing, right?
There's some software out there for the PC that does the same. That's really inexpensive, and I think some of the programs are free that allow you to do the same thing on a PC, to turn your iPhone into a webcam, if you want to do that, or you can just get a dolly and you can get some amazing results. The other thing is not intuitive. You can get away with not fantastic editing, a little bit of wobble. What you can't get away with is really rubbish sound. People won't watch a video that's got really rubbish sound on it. Oh, he's getting his mic out. They just won't put up with it. The good news is
true.
There's a load of lapel mics that are really inexpensive. They're wired. You can get some Bluetooth. They go up, they can be a bit pricey, but there's some good deals on Amazon. Or you can get a USB mic that most of us are using. I'm using one now, which isn't that expensive. There's a lot more choice out there, but that's the main thing. Don't have rubbish sound.
Yeah, I honestly don't think people realize how important the audio is. Even if you have a fantastic video, if the audio is bad, people won't watch it. I saw a commercial just the other day on YouTube that played poor photographer trying to market her business. She did it on a windy day, which is kind of a first no-no, but she also wasn't using one of those dead cat wind buffers either. And it's just like, oh, I just felt so bad for her. Like, I want to help her for free.
And the thing is, if you use one of those, it cuts the wind noise. But also some of the software we're going to be talking about, and especially IA-driven solutions, they're really quite good in removing that background noise.
Yeah, I use it in my Premiere Pro, but that's a pretty advanced program we're not going to talk about today.
It's pretty expensive, isn't it?
It's necessary for what I'm doing, but there's so many great tools. We're going to talk about some of them. So let's get into the next one. And that's what are some of the best video production tools that agents should be not just check out, but probably start using and experimenting with if they're not already.
Yeah.
So like Canva is a great one, right?
Yeah, the free version, but I would suggest that you should get the paid version for everything
Yeah.
else it provides, because it's really going to make it easier for you to produce social media posts,
The AI
editing.
in it is really good too, as far as helping you create content and post content is it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the free, and like I say, the free is pretty featured. The pro is about $120 a year. I pay it, and it does come with a pretty good basic video editor as part of the package. It can't do really. It is a basic editor, but it's better than a lot of the solutions out there,
Yeah.
and it works. They've got a really fantastic mobile app that really works with their video editor as well, and it works well on tablet, and it just works well. And like I say, it's a basic editor, but it's a great starting point. And plus, you get all they give you demo reels, they give you little snippets of video.
Hmm.
It is really a great starting tool, and for the price, I don't think you can beat it, Adam.
Yeah. This isn't on our list, but because I'm an Adobe user, I use Adobe Express, and they've gone through some major growing pains, and their new Adobe Express is better, but it's been really hard for people to adjust to it. But you might want to try that one out too. They have a free version and a paid version, especially if you're used to Adobe products. It might be a little easier for you, but I don't think it's as good as Canva. I will be honest. But maybe it'll work for you, and it's a little more simple in some respects too. So check that out as well. How about this other one called Runway? I don't think I've heard of that one yet.
Yeah, Runway is one of these really cool new breed of AI
Ooh.
video editing tools. And what this does is you import the video and it translates the text, and you can edit the video by just editing the text.
Love that.
And it's hard unless it was in front of us, but we want to keep this short and sweet, this video. But it's really amazing. I don't think they offer a really free program, but it's not that expensive either. And I think they do a reasonable trial as well, a free
Yeah.
trial. And it's really quite, because editing all the ums and cleaning out a video can be a bit time consuming, and this tool just enables you to edit video without learning some of the techniques and some of the tricks and that. And it's supposed to work really quite well, Adam.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm always liking some of the more quick, easier tools. And Jonathan actually leads me onto a lot of them. So this is really cool.
Oh
All
no,
right.
I'm sorry, I got this wrong.
Okay.
I've had a brain fart. I apologise. We're talking about Runway, aren't we? Yeah,
Yes.
Runway. I thought we were talking about Sorry,
Descript.
it's been a
Okay,
long
so the
day.
last one was about Descript. So
Yeah, the
mental
last
note
was
on that
about
one.
Descript. Well, we're supposed
So
to be
how about
talking about
Runway?
Runway. This is even more bonkers. It's even more
Really?
out there, folks. It makes videos for you. You just put text prompts in, and it will make whole video.
What?
And you can edit them, and it does a reasonably pretty good job. And it's getting
Are they like
better.
animated, or are they like with your face,
Everything,
or what is it?
Adam.
Really? Oh man. You're getting me
Uh,
excited.
yeah, it really like you can import images of people, and then it will analyze the image and it will make a video, and you can
That's
put a
crazy.
text in and it will make the video, and then you can edit it as well. If it's not, it's really quite, it's quite mind blowing, and it's just getting better and better, folks. And it's one of the leading products in this category of AI video tools that actually make videos through prompts and that. And I can
Wow.
only see these tools really getting better and better in the next couple of years. this is getting better and better. I think it's one of the leaders in this particular area, Adam.
Yeah, we'll put the links so you can check these out as well. So that was Runway. We did the script, Canva. I've heard of this one and have almost been playing with it just because there's some long video editing that I'll have to do sometimes. But tell us about CapCut.
It is amazing. This will blow you away because the free product is not restricted too much. They've got a pro version which will cost you about $10 a month, about 120 a year. But
Not bad.
what it does is amazing. They've got a web-based editor, they've got a desktop editor and a mobile editor. And it's a step up from Canva. What it can do is really encroaching, in my opinion, a professional tool.
Yeah.
It really one of the features I was watching and I've been playing around with, you can import a video and then it will use its AI functionality to tick all the ums and ahs and it does, and it will take the stuff out. It's not always perfect, but
Hmm.
it is pretty good. Initially, it doesn't make that many mistakes, and it just saves a ton of time, Adam. And it's got a load of animations, intros, endings, and it just got
Captions and stuff too, I
yeah, and
think,
it's just
right?
got more in the pro version.
Yeah.
And I think it's really a pretty good editor for the price. I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
let's
really
face it, the people, the businesses, the influencers that are using captions, they're doing good transitions, they're doing powerful, resourceful content. Like those are the people that are growing, those are the people that are getting the leads. These tools help you become that. So check these out. These aren't just like, you have to be 10 years of video editing experience. These are like download
no,
them on
that's
your
the
phone
great
and start
point.
checking it out.
That's the great point because this particular tool, you're going to have to play around with it, but
Yeah.
compared to the last tool we're going to be talking about and some of the tools that Adam uses, this is so much easier to
Yeah.
learn. But it's got a tremendous amount of power for the ease of use of using it compared to the more professional set of tools.
Yep. I have a feeling I'm gonna check that one out and fall in love with it.
Well, you can try
So
the free. They've got a pretty full featured free version,
yeah, I'll have to
and
try that.
you can do, and the pro elements are clearly labeled, and you can use them and try them. You just can't. But if you export the film out, it just has a watermark on the pro
Okay.
transaction
Like the
elements.
CapCut watermark or something.
Yeah. But it's got a ton of other features about online storage, being able to share with a editor. It's got a ton of stuff.
That's great. That's so handy. Okay, so the last one is probably the ones that are a little bit more entailed and you need to have a little bit of experience, but it's nothing you can't YouTube and find, which is how much do we all learn that way anyways. But it's DaVinci Resolve or iMovie, or I'm gonna also say the Adobe uh, similar Adobe program would be Adobe Premiere Rush
Yeah.
would be their mobile
Or
app.
fine.
So
Or I think of these free Pro Tools. Let's forget about iMovie because we've just because iMovie it comes with your Mac and it's free. But I think with the last tool offering a really free version, and then you got Canva as well. I
mhm.
just don't think we need to talk about iMovie. But there's free, basically, pro tools, and that's Adobe Premiere, Final Cut, which is Apple only. Got to have an Apple computer, and then you've got DaVinci. Now, DaVinci, the great thing with DaVinci is they offer a free version that runs on PC, Mac, and Linux. And it's really, really powerful. They do have a
Yeah.
pro version, and that runs on PC, Mac, and Linux, and that's around $300 a year. But the free version really, it is a professional quality tool, and it's freaking totally free. And unlike some open source video editors, it is a pretty polished free tool, and you can upgrade to the pro, and I think the pro version is the, some people just prefer Premiere, some people prefer Final Cut. It's a more taste, but you got all the power there with DaVinci, in my opinion. What's your thoughts
Yeah.
on this, Adam?
Yeah, those are good programs. I agree. I think iMovie's kind of faded out, especially when you have all these other really good mobile friendly tools. And let's face it, the more I can do on my phone, the better. Even with some of my clients, it's like I can get way more footage. It's at my fingertips. I can edit it, upload it, post it on social media by the time I would be driving home and uploading from my, $7,000 camera. So convenience is really important, I think, when it comes to creating content. So check these out and
Yeah, I
start
think,
experimenting with
and
them.
I think a lot of people that like Adam in the pro area is that some of the professional editors like DaVinci or Premiere, is that their cameras won't work with these cheaper, easier use tools. The actual drivers, the connection between their cameras and the software, they only get with something like Premiere or Final Cut. But a lot of these cheaper tools are really aimed for people that are using the iPhone or
Yeah,
Android. But most agents got iPhone, based on my experience, and I think DaVinci will work with iPhone as well. But
yeah,
if you're into this, you're probably going to be buying a more serious camera anyway. But
yeah.
everything else that we've talked about will work with iPhone really well, folks.
Yeah. And, don't forget, a lot of people have a nonprofit. They have kids that are students. Maybe you're a student still. A lot of these places do have those discounted student nonprofit rates. So I always ask because I run a nonprofit on the side for kids. And like a lot of times I'll get discounted rates like on my Adobe. So check that out too. It's kind of a little pro tip there. So, all right. Any conclusions?
No, but I think the only thing really is you need to get into video in 2024 if you're an
Yeah.
agent,
Yeah.
and you got that iPhone and you got some really great tools here and you don't even need a desktop, and you can do some really, really totally fine for Instagram, for TikTok, for Facebook, for all the major platforms out there, social media platforms out there. There's really no excuse, folks.
Yeah. And guess what? It'll pay off because compared to what static images do for reach on your social media, videos get way more views and way more engagement. So, it's good to do both, but you should probably 80% of the time, it's that 80-20 rule. You should probably 80% of the time be posting video content on your social media, YouTube Shorts, Reels, Stories, all the above. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. If you're interested in having some social media help, we do have a full cycle program that is share some of what that has, Jonathan, because it's like it does a lot of stuff and it's not overcomplicated, which is great.
No, the MailRite platform, basically, you get a really great looking website, which you need in
Hmm.
2024. Plus, you get easy use CRM, and you get the ability to run your own Facebook campaigns with our easy build landing page editor. And it links to a library of pre-formatted lead magnets, and then
Hmm.
our system will send out a series of texts and emails on your campaign. So it's fully featured. So not
Yeah.
only do you get a really good website, you get the ability to run your own campaigns through Facebook or Google, and you get a landing page and the email and text functionality that you're looking for. It's a great package at an
Yeah.
affordable price.
Yeah, there's also social media calendars if you need help with content getting posted. An excellent review tool. Everyone struggles with reviews, so this integrates them onto your website, which is great for SEO. So if these things overwhelm you, you can also have us help you do that. And we'd love to give you a demo and show you more about it. So go to mail-right.com and you can go on the chat or click in the help box and set up a time for Jonathan or I to connect with you and share more about it. So I think that's it. We hope you're having a great day and have a great week. Thanks for joining us.